Hello everyone. In this video, I'll show you how to submit an article in the OJS workflow. So once you are logged into the website, you can either visit the submissions page here and click on make a new submission, or you can go to the dashboard and you'll find this page. You click on new submissions. You will have to enter the title of the paper. I'll paste the title here. For detailed author guidelines, you can click on the author guidelines page and it will open up. You can view all the guidelines over here. You need to check this first and the privacy consent and then begin submission. You'll notice that the title is auto-filled from the first page. Now you'll have to enter the keywords. You can either copy paste the keywords one at a time or you can type it out. So now I'll copy the first keyword using Control C and paste. After pasting, either I can click on the option that opened up like this, or I can hit enter key. I'll show you in the next keyword. The next keyword is this. I'll copy Control C and I'll paste and hit enter. You need to copy one keyword at a time. You should not copy all the keywords at one time and paste it like this. This should not be done because once you copy all the keywords, it treats the entire pasted content as one single keyword. Hence, you have to copy and paste one single keyword at a time. Since I have done this, I'll just click out in any area and it will vanish. So again, the third keyword, copy, paste, enter. The fourth keyword, copy, paste, enter. And the fifth keyword, copy, paste, enter. Now I have copied all the keywords. Also, this is not mandatory, but at times it can be made mandatory. All the mandatory fields will show a red asterisk. Now it's time to copy and paste the abstract. You cannot paste the abstract by right clicking. You have to use Control C and Control V. So here it is. We will not have to copy the abstract title. We'll only need the content. We'll copy this and we'll paste using Control V. This is pasted. The reference, you'll have to add all the bibliography, footnotes and all in this section. So I'll see if there's a footnote in this test article. Yes, there are footnotes. Are there any endnotes or not? So there are footnotes. I'll simply use Control A. It will select all the footnotes. You can see here the 14th number is selected. 30th is also selected. Similarly, all footnotes will be selected. You can simply click anywhere in the footnote and press Control A in Windows and Command A in Mac, and then Control C and Control V. Here, all the references will be pasted. Then we will continue. You can also use Save for Later button, which will save the submission for a later time. You can then resume it after any given point of time. Now, for this demo, we'll be continuing the submission. We'll continue. Now, at this stage, you have to upload the Word file of the document. Click on Add File. The test article has been uploaded. Now it will ask you to put a tag, whether it is an article text, which means the full main text of the article, or it is something else. If it is something else, such as diagrams or uh, supplement papers or something else, you can click on other and you can select whether the file is a research instrument, research material, research result, something like this. Transcript if you have conducted an interview. So if you want to support the submission with a raw transcript, you can use transcript, data analysis, any other thing. But this is our main text. So we'll select article text. You'll see that there's a tag over here, article text. Now, if you need to add another file, you can simply click on add file and repeat the same procedure. We'll again continue. Now, this is the page where you have to add all the contributors. This is self-explanatory. You can read about all the stages on the left hand side. Now, since I'm logged in, it is treating me as the primary author. It might be the case that we the person who has logged in, we are the second author or third author, and we need to put someone else as the first author or second author. So simply we will, this is our own profile, we'll add another contributor. I'll use the first name, first, last name, the full name. Remember, this is the name that will be shown to the public, this full name. Country, ORCID ID. If you have an ORCID uh, account, if you have an ORCID account, you can use this section to mention your ORCID details. You have to click on override and link your ORCID ID. A sample ORCID ID looks like, it looks something like this. So just for this purpose, I'm adding, you might have to log into the ORCID account and copy and paste your ORCID ID. Now you can click on this to authenticate the ORCID authorization, or you can simply leave it as it is. We will do it from our end. You can also optionally add a bio statement, which is basically a short introduction about the contributor. Now we'll move on to add the affiliation. So in affiliation, we'll first search our organization, whether our organization is registered with ROR. It may or may not be having your organization registered. So you simply search it. Suppose the person, the contributor or yourself is working as a research analyst at Microsoft. So you simply search Microsoft, say Microsoft India. Now you'll see that it is populated. Now you'll add your affiliation. Research analyst, Microsoft India. Again, for example, if you are a professor or a student or something, for example, PhD scholar at some university, for example, National Law University, Singapore. So, so Seoul, suppose Seoul Institute. So you have selected this. So it is pre-filled. The ROR ID has been integrated. Now you'll add your designation. For example, assistant professor, the Seoul Institute, Seoul. Now, and here in country, we'll use Korea. But this is just a sample. We can put anything. Now, whether this contributor is an author or a translator. So this is an author. and we'll click on save. Similarly, we can keep adding multiple contributors. Once they are added, we can sort the order. Click on order and move it up. If this the author that I've added is the first author, I'll click on this. Now he has become the first author and myself is the second author. I'll save the order. We have ordered in such a way that the author we want as first is coming up. Myself, I'm the second one. Now the primary contact means this will be the main corresponding author. All the major communications will be done to the primary contact. You can set the primary contact as per your wish. Now we'll move on to the next stage. Here we'll provide a comment to the editor. Basically anything that you want the editor to know about your paper before starting the evaluation. If there's nothing, you can simply skip this part or write nothing. If there's some message that you want to give to the editor, you can note it down here. Again, click on continue. Once all the things have been filled, you'll see a preview of your submission. The title, the keywords, the abstract, the references, the file, and the tagged thing, that is article text, contributors. You can edit anything at this stage as well. You can see edit option everywhere. And then you have to accept the copyright policy and submit. This will ask for a confirmation. Click on submit. Congratulations, your article has been submitted. Now you can simply review the submission. You can come back to this dashboard and review the stages of your submission. You can click on this page or click back to submissions. You will see all your submissions over here and you can track it where your submission is, at what stage it is. You can click on view and it will show you that this is at this stage. Any discussion by the editorial team will be recorded over here in this section. Or you can also start a discussion. The next stage would be review. That is a 2-round review, then copy editing, then production, and then publication. Then go back to submissions here. You have submitted the paper in International Journal of Legal Developments and Allied Issues. You must have received an email confirming that we have received your submission. Similarly, you can click on this network icon. It will show you all the journals that we currently operate, and you can submit any other article to any of the journal. To do that, you can simply click on, for example, International Tax Law Review. You can click on this. It will open a submission dashboard. Now, in this journal, you don't have any submission. Similarly, you can start a new submission of a new article. You should not submit the same article again and again in different journals. But in IJLDAI, if you see, it is submitted. So if it is in submission stage, means you have submitted the paper. Now it will be the journal's responsibility to move it forward. Any communication you'll be seeing over here only. Thank you.